Hey everybody, welcome to the SMA Journey 51 blog. Today is Friday, October the 13th, and I thought I would come on and give you guys an update with regards to my physical therapy. And I've also got some information that I thought I would share with you to maybe help make your decision to do physical therapy a little bit easier. So to get started, as most of you know, I started my physical therapy earlier this week. I did it on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week, and that's really what my schedule is going to be for probably the next month or two. And I'm doing 3 days a week for about an hour to an hour and a half each day. And let me tell you what, the first 3 days were really interesting. My first day was basically just the evaluation where we decided what muscles we were going to work on, and then I thought the second day was going to be a little bit more of the same, but boy was I mistaken. I went in there and she started working with me, and it was pretty intense. A lot of it is electrical stimulation right now, just trying to wake those muscles up that I really haven't used in over 30, 35, 40 years. You know, bicep, tricep, the pectoral muscles in your chest, your abs, the lateral muscles in your side, the shoulders. So, you know, a lot of muscles that I haven't used in a long time were rudely awakened by the electrical pulse. But I will tell you this, it is the best feeling in the world. When you feel muscles that you haven't felt in a long time wake up, it's very emotional, you know, because you always wonder, are they going to be there when I need them? And I'm finding out now that they are. So the second day that I went in, we worked a lot on the pectoral muscle in my chest. We worked on the bicep and tricep. We worked on the wrist muscles. And a lot of that, again, was the electrical stimulation. It was for 10 minutes on each muscle. And so what it would do is it would come on for 10 seconds. I would have to tighten that muscle up. And then when the electrical pulse stopped, I got to relax. So it was 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And we did that for a total of 10 minutes for the bicep, tricep, the pectoral muscle, and also the wrist muscle that controls grabbing and gripping. So again, it was pretty intense and I loved every second of it. The second day I went to bed, my muscles were sore. But trust me, when you go to bed with sore muscles, it's not as bad as what you think. It's really exciting to know that they're waking up and they're responding to the treatment. So the third day we did about the same thing. One of the things that she did with me on the second day that I thought was pretty fun, I thought I would explain it to you. When Laura looked at me, she said after we finished the electrical stimulation of all the muscles, she goes, "We're going to have some fun." And I looked at her and I thought, okay, what is her definition of fun? So what we did was I sat a little bit forward in my chair where I didn't have my back up against the backrest of the chair. And I had to put my arms down to my side so I couldn't touch the armrests. And so I basically had to position myself where I was sitting up without any aid with regards to my back or my shoulders or my arms. So with my arms down to my side, she stood behind me. And they had other people around. It's not like I was going to fall out of my chair. But what she was doing is she would push me from the back, just nudge me where I would go forward. And I had to keep myself from falling forward. I had to right myself back up, and then she would push me to the left, or she would push me to the right, or she would pull me backwards. So I would have to keep my back away from the backrest. I just had to keep repositioning myself and righting myself up to where I wouldn't fall. And as she did this, I noticed that I was using those muscles that I really haven't used in a long time. And I could actually feel them fire as I used them. So I could actually feel the muscle tense up to keep me upright, which was a great feeling. And she asked me, she said, "Do you have anybody at home that could help you with this exercise?" I said, "Yeah, but most of the people at my house would just love to push me out of the wheelchair altogether." And she laughed, and she's got a great sense of humor. So anyway, the third day we did about the same exercises, but I will tell you this, my right arm is a little bit weaker today, and it was a little bit weaker on Thursday as well. But that's the reason, or the reason why it's weaker is because I'm using it. I'm really pushing that muscle. I'm making it fatigue a lot. And that's one thing about the exercises is that, you know, you'll find that your muscles will fatigue. But as the day wears on, the muscle comes back. So it's rebuilding itself, and it's going to take a long time. I probably won't see any what I would consider dramatic results for 4 or 5, maybe even 6 weeks. But, I'm going to stick it out, and I'm going to give this every shot that I can, because I really think with the Spinraza treatment and everything that's going on, I'm going to see some exciting results. And I think you will too. Now, one thing that I wanted to address, and this kind of made me a little bit upset. I had a subscriber send me an email, and she told me that she too is going through her Spinraza treatments, and like me, she's got a physical therapist. But when she goes into her physical therapist, what he does is he goes into the room with her, he tells her what to do, he says, do this exercise for 10 minutes, and then he turns around and walks off. And he leaves her there. And in 10 minutes, he comes back, he gives her another exercise to do, shows her how to do it, watches her do it once or twice, and then leaves the room. And she's not really getting any feedback as to how the exercise is going while she's doing it. Now, my physical therapist, Laura, never leaves my side. She's always there with me. She's either in front of me, behind me, to my left, or to my right, depending on what muscle group that we're working on. And she's giving me constant feedback, which is what I want and which is what I think everybody needs. So if you're going to a physical therapist and they're just leaving you to do your own exercises, you need to find another physical therapist that's going to spend time with you, that's going to give you the feedback. When I'm working on my pectoral muscles or my biceps or my triceps, Laura's always got her hands on the muscle that we're working on. So when I do tense up, she tells me, okay, I felt that muscle tense up. You're doing good. Keep going, keep going. Or if I don't do it, she's there to tell me, no, you're not doing this right. Keep pushing. Tighten that muscle up. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. So she's always giving me feedback, whether it be good or bad. And trust me, there's going to be a lot of feedback because this is all new to me and the muscle may not respond exactly the way I want it each and every time. But that's the reason why I'm going to a physical therapist. So, I'm real pleased with Laura. I think she's doing a great job. I look forward, like I said, for her to possibly help me reshape my muscle tone so I can get better with regards to my physical strength. But find yourself a physical therapist that's going to work with you, that's going to stay with you the entire time that you're there. If you've got a physical therapist that's working with 8 or 10 people and they're not spending time with you, it's not fair for you. You're not getting what you need. You need the feedback, and I would also hope that not only would you need the feedback, but you would want the feedback, because this is an exciting time for all of us. Okay guys, that was just an update. I go back in on Monday for my 3rd loading dose, and I'll probably do a video on Tuesday telling you how that went. Remember, if you enjoy my videos, don't forget, give me that thumbs up, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, have a wonderful weekend. God bless you. And until next time, bye-bye.